أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Dear audience, Assalamu alaikum. Today's talk is a very important talk on the topic of the oneness of Allah, Tawheed, and becoming an abd, a slave, a servant, a captive of one and only one God, submitting completely to the commandments of one and only one God. I am going to seek references from the Kitabullah, from the Surah Zumar, verse number 27 to verse number 29. Surah Zumar is the 39th chapter of the Kitab-e-Aziz. Let us seek what is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing to the whole of the humanity in these three verses of the Kitab-e-Aziz. وَلَقَدْ زَرَبْنَا لِلنَّاسِ فِي هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ مِنْ كُلِّ مَثَلٍ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَذَكَّرُونَ. Meaning, thus indeed have we propounded unto men all kinds of parables in this Quran, so that they might bethink themselves, and we have revealed it. Let us concentrate on this verse of the Kitabullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing here, وَلَقَدْ زَرَبْنَا لِلنَّاسِ فِي هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ, that in this Quran Hakim, Kitabullah, Furqan Hamid, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing that we have given various examples, parables, and similar examples to the mankind, min kulli masalin, from all kinds of examples. So we have given in Quran Hakim towards the humanity all kinds of examples, parables, similarities, la'allahum yatazakkarun, so that the mankind can take heed from the messages of the Kitab-e-Aziz and get reward and honor in the eyes of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Verse number 28, Qur'anan Arabiyan ghayra zi iwajil la'allahum yattaqun, meaning as a discourse in the Arabic tongue, free of all deviousness, so that they might become conscious of God. Qur'anan Arabiyan, this Quran Hakim is in Arabic tongue. Ghayra zi iwajin, and it is devoid of any form of deviousness or crookedness. La'allahum yattaqun, and the purpose of the revelation of the Kitabullah is that the humanity acquire the discipline according to the commandments of the Kitab-e-Aziz, and they adhere to the principles and the guidance which has been given in the Kitabullah. In the verse number 29, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given an example to the mankind. Zaraballahu masalar rajulan fihi shuraka'u mutashakisuna wa rajulan salamalli rajulin hal yastawiyani masala alhamdulillah bal aksaruhum la ya'lamun. To this end, God sets forth a parable, a man who has for his masters several partners, all of them at variance with one another, and a man depending wholly on one person. Can these two be deemed equal as regards their condition? Nay, all praise is due to God alone, but most of them do not understand this. Let us concentrate and pay heed to the messages of the Kitab-e-Aziz. In this verse of the Kitabullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given a very meaningful example for the people who want to take the messages out of the Kitab-e-Aziz. Zaraballahu masalan. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving here an example, a parable of rajulan fihi shuraka'u mutashakisuna, of a man who has taken multiple masters, who has got multiple masters. Consider a man who has got multiple masters, and all of his masters are at variance with one another, they are quarreling with one another, they are at conflict with one another. So how is it possible for that man to obey the commandments or instructions of all of these masters who are quarreling with one another and are there at conflict with one another, as compared to warajulan, as compared to a man, salamal rajulin, who has submitted to only one master, who has got only one master, and he's able to obey the commandments and the instructions of that master, of that boss, and that master takes care of that person, his needs, and the master is also happy and the servant is also happy. Hal yastawiyani masala, can these two men can be equal? They can never be equal as regards to their condition. Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bal aksaruhum la ya'lamun, but the majority of the mankind, they do not understand the messages of the Kitabullah, Kitab-e-Aziz. With this, I am concluding today's talk with a very important message to all of the humanity who take multiple masters, multiple partners, and they ascribe a share in the divinity of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them an example, that consider a man who has got multiple masters, has got multiple bosses, multiple executives, and all these executives, they are at war with each other, they are at variance, quarreling with one another, as compared to a man who has submitted to only one master, one boss, one executive, taken in only one job. So the person who has submitted to only one master will be able to obey the commandments and instructions, and that one master will also be happy with his servant. So with this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives examples and parables in the Kitabullah, so that the people can take the message of the Kitab-e-Aziz to their heart, and they submit to the one and only one God, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but majority of the mankind, they fail to grasp the meaning of the Kitab-e-Aziz. I seek Allah's forgiveness if there's any shortcoming in the delivery of the message. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. جزاكم الله خير.